The dragon wins by shaking off his slumber and then surfacing and going to the entrance tile. Once he goes to the entrance tile, he exits the cave and he escapes the cave and he wins. By doing so, he has to shake off his slumber, which this is him slumbering, this is him awake. You can use either of these tokens. He has to shake off his sloth, and to do so, he has greed, hunger, and pride tracks. You can take off up to 3 tokens total, 1 from each track, but you can never do more than 1 from each track. So for example, I could not take this one off and this one off on my turn. I could only take off 1 of those. On their turn, you may move, and then you may do actions. You could do actions and then move as well. It doesn't matter what order. The movement for the dragon is 1 or 2 spaces in a straight line. It may be dark tile or lit tile. And then they use powers. Powers are here, and you'll draw 3 at the beginning of your turn, and they have 3 symbols on them. So you could have like 3 flame, but right here I got 1 wing, 1 flame, and 1 claw. Powers are listed here, and they say what they do. So you could use just a claw, just a flame, just a wing. You could do all 3 of those. You could do one of these that has a flame and a wing, or a claw and a flame, or something like that. The question mark ones can be any card, so that could be 2 wings, that could be a claw and a wing, 2 flames, doesn't matter. Same with down here. I could use this ability, which is basically to use all 3. The number of cards you draw at the beginning of your turn is equal to your spirit, which right now is 3, and you have 1 armor, which means that the knight has to damage, that's how much the knight can damage you for, which is explained in the knight video. Some of the powers talk about the dragon die. This is the dragon die. When you roll it, whatever tiles it affects is what you see here. If you are the center tile, it would affect your center tile and all of your adjacent tiles. However, those would be your center tile and some of the surrounding ones. That one only yours, and then that one all of the surrounding ones. You have a shriek token here. Shriek token, you would use a couple cards, doesn't matter which ones, and then put them face down. You put this on top of them, and basically that lets you can turn that in to re-roll the dragon die. To get rid of your sloth, you can eat goblins. Each time you eat a goblin, you're going to move it up 1. So let's say you've eaten 3 goblins, you can turn in 2 of them to get rid of this sloth and put it towards your wakefulness. Then let's say on your turn you also did not move. You are prideful. The moment you are on this track, you automatically get these abilities. So you now still have 1 armor, but you now have 4 spirit, which means next turn you're going to be drawing 4 cards instead of 3. Once you get to 3, it's going to be the same thing, but once you get to 4, you'll have 2 armor and 4 spirit. So that's how that works. At the end of your movement and powers, you can place a dragon gem. Or excuse me, you can pick up a treasure. So if you're on the same space as a treasure, you just take that treasure token, turn it into the cave, and then you'll be able to get rid of one of these because you've gained a treasure token. The treasure token doesn't do anything for you other than that. Also, you could draw, if you were on a space that had multiple treasure tokens, you could grab them all, and you can only turn in 1 each turn, and so, because again, you can only get rid of 1 of these each turn anyway. Then you can place a dragon gem. These are your 3 dragon gems. You would place this wherever you are, and basically that stays on the map, and then you can use it. You can see it's got a little gem on there, or used, whichever side you want to use. But basically during your turn, you can use it to act as if you had another card of that one. So this acts as if it's another wing. So if you had 1 wing, that's 2 wings, and then you could use this ability, for example. And then after that, you would replace your hand. You literally, any cards you used or didn't use, they all get discarded, they all get shuffled back, and then you'll draw up to your spirit back. And that's how you play the dragon.